Okay, so I haven't made a video on Servant. I've talked about it briefly on my TikTok, but I haven't made one here on YouTube because I feel like Servant sort of moves in a sort of like very slow demeanor compared to a lot of other shows. So I don't want to really like put out too many videos where I don't have much to say about the show. But I think up until season 6, I mean, we're getting 5 seasons right for this, but I think up to episode 6 of season 3, we've had so much to happen, but let's cover everything here. So, pretty much, I think that the very first thing all of us thought, or maybe just me, was that the homeless people were actually the ones that were after Leanne. And now in episode 6, I'm there sitting with pie on my face like I was wrong. They are actually there protecting her and sort of have a worship mentality for her, which I think is very interesting because I really want to know what's going on here. Like, are they excommunicated, like, members like her that were in this sort of cult and now sort of trying to shy away from it? Or are they just really like a whole new cult that's trying to do whatever it's trying to do? But we'll definitely see what is going on here pretty soon, I feel. And the show, like I said, it likes to move slow, meticulously. And I really do enjoy that in some aspects. I do think season 3 is moving a lot better than season 2 was. And I'm very much so excited to see this resolution happen. So at the end of this episode, we see Leanne is sort of like a different Leanne than what we're used to from season 1, especially. She's sort of more assertive and she's sort of like doing what she thinks is the right thing to do, not really caring about what anybody else is really thinking out there. And I really love that about her character as we are seeing her progress here. I do enjoy this Leanne more. I think the whole scene at the table when they had the pastor there and everything, and she was just going at it with her. Like, that's something we wouldn't have expected from Leanne in season 1, and I do enjoy seeing that here. I think her relationship with Julian as well is very interesting to watch also. But where are we headed to next after all of this? As we see, she pretty much is being more assertive towards Sean and Dorothy about what is best for Jericho and what they need to do. And I think that something that's going to be interesting to see or hear about is how exactly Jericho came to be, because she even says to Sean, do you really think that was something from God? So I think that we're getting closer to unraveling what everything is happening here. Is it something more sinister? Is Leanne sort of like a fallen angel? That's one of the things that I think a lot of us were thinking about when it came to season 1, and a lot of the hints they were dropping here and there with the biblical references, all of that. And I think that the answer is about to pop in this season. I think come season 4, it's about to become a lot more faster pace. We're going to find out the truth, and it's going to be like, what the hell's been going on here? So I'm really expecting a lot from M. Night Shyamalan here with this. I think that he has set up this season very well, and I think the shock from all of us in that episode was very much so like, what the like, we've been waiting for a moment like that where the show was pulling you in a direction and out of nowhere it swings you and you're just like, holy, what is going on here, right? So that's exactly how I felt when I saw the homeless people help Leanne. So I am interested to see where we're headed here for this next couple of episodes before we get to the finale. And I'm just like, please give us the next 2 seasons already, because I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on that, on episode 6. Were you excited? Were you knowing that these homeless people were going to do this? Or what was your whole reaction to it all? Because I was like sitting there, jaw opened, like, wait. Like, when the homeless guy went up to Dorothy and was asking for Leanne, I was like, all right, they're trying to do something to Leanne right here. But now I see that they're really just trying to sort of do what's best for her and take care of her as much as they can, because they feel some sort of connection towards her, whatever that may be. And I think that's so fascinating to see, especially comparing it to the ones that are trying to do harm to Leanne. So I'm very, very excited to see where we're headed to with this whole story once we get the next couple of episodes. As I said, I think Leanne's true intentions are going to come to light pretty soon. I think that Dorothy is also seemingly opening her mind to exactly what happened to the real Jericho. We saw it at the table dinner scene where she was sort of like struck for a bit, trying to remember when Sean did the show. and it sort of almost came to her, I feel, but I feel like Leanne being there is sort of working as a mental block. Leanne, of course, seems to have a lot more power than we were initially led on, as she's able to also know about what happened with Sean's pastor in her past. So I think Leanne is definitely going to be somebody that is about to get really scary. And I think that this sort of like worship from the homeless people is sort of feeding her as well as some strength. I don't know, however that may be. Maybe by prayer or something like that, she sort of gets more power, and we're seeing her being able to be more manipulating towards the Turners as well. So I don't know. Like I said, this show, I think up until this episode, like this season, I was trying to get a little bit of season 2 feelings where I don't think nothing was really going to happen or something big. But after this latest episode, I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what exactly is going to happen here. I think that everybody involved in the show has done a great job as well. And I'm just here for it. I'm here to see what is the vision, what is the resolution, and I'm going to be here waiting for it. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on it down below. I will make a theory video probably by the end of the next episode as to what comes next. But from here on out, I'll be covering the show every episode up into the finale. Then I'll make an ending explained, and I'll give my theories for the next season. I just didn't want to make it like a episode by episode recount, because I felt like I had not much to talk about. But now, after everything, I'm excited. I definitely am. And I mean, how did everybody else feel about Toby's girl, whatever? She was getting on my nerves during that cooking scene, especially when she was screaming to Toby and everything. So I don't know. We'll see. Next episode, I wonder if Sean is going to take that show, and I wonder how Dorothy will react to it, as well as sort of like everything will seem like deja vu. Does she start to remember what happened to Jericho, or will Leanne be there being able to block it as well? And what happens with these homeless people now? Like, okay, yeah, they worship Leanne and everything, but what exactly do they want the end resolution to be with her? Like, what do they want her to do for them? That's going to be interesting, I think, to check out. But anyways, that is going to do it for me. As I said, once the episode comes out, I'll be talking about it. I kind of want to do like a after party type thing with the shows I watch now, so it might be something I do. But I feel like with Servant, a show that just comes out, it's kind of hard because some people are going to watch it at different times, but we'll figure something out. You know, maybe we'll set up a scheduled time, maybe on Sunday, since it comes out on Friday. Maybe Sunday's enough time for everybody to watch it, and we can just get all on live and just talk about it. I think that'd be fun to do. We'll figure it out. I'll try to set that up. So anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. If you haven't already subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell. We are trying to get to 25,000 subscribers. Make sure you check out the video on the left. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.